Hello, Capricorn. I'm really glad that we can have our little chat in the coffee shop again, but I've not got coffee today, I've got green tea, and I'm going to get into why in a minute. Just my kids are off school, by the way, so if you hear them clattering around in the background, that's why. Children actually are a running theme throughout your reading, so I'm going to get into that as well, bit by bit. Um, but my son's really happy. He's off playing computer games because he's got the afternoon off. It's parents' evening, but I'm not. I'm not having a parents' evening thing. I'm like, my son's at home. I'm doing the work with him. I can see how well he's getting on. All right. I'm not. I don't need to waste my time with parents' evening. Thank you. Right. Okay. I've got three names throughout your reading, which again, I'm going to get into. You've got Robin, Mark, and Ray. So I don't know if any of those names mean anything to you. Mark could be something to do with the Bible. Perhaps somebody has a favourite quote from the Bible. Could be something there for somebody. I just heard "mark my words," so I don't know if that has any relevance to anybody. So the Robin, this is the first thing I got through intuitively for you. I saw, it was kind of like, if you imagine this is my mind's eye, right? This is the frame of my mind's eye. It was a robin that basically, it was a big fat robin. It took up the entirety of the image, right? The entire screen. Then I got, it showed me that, and immediately I got, this looks like a job for me, which is Eminem. And I think this song came out for you a while back, Without Me. It feels so empty without me. So yeah, I don't know if you feel like you've seen something, maybe you're job hunting and it's like, this looks like a job for me. I can do this job. Or it's like, it feels very enthusiastic. It feels like, I've been waiting for this opportunity almost. Like, this looks like a job for me. But again, he's dressed up as Robin in that music video. So you've got kind of Robin in twice in quick succession there. This looks like a job for me, so keep doing it. So climbing up a wall, perhaps you feel like you've been climbing up a wall somehow, climbing the career ladder. The next business that I got for you, just to quickly say, I've got you the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles out, which is masculine and feminine Capricorn energy for me, rather than the Devil card, because your energy feels quite nurturing. Like, again, you've got this theme about children, so I'm going to go into it, but yeah, so I'm just kind of getting things repeating. So as I started to tune into your energy, I just felt exhausted. I literally curled up in the chair that I was in, pulled a duvet over me, and I was in this kind of like fetal position again, right? Babies. So yeah, I'm hearing nest as well, nest egg, nesting. Ugh, they just keep giving me everything over and over again, like in a messy order rather than a linear order. I'm trying to go through my notes bit by bit. So I had this, like, I just felt exhausted. So I don't know if you are feeling very exhausted. I don't know if you're battling some kind of health issue. I have got stuff about health, which I'll go into again in a minute. I don't know if somebody is draining your energy. You're dealing with somebody possibly from your past who perhaps there's some kind of heartbreak involved in a situation from your past. It could be childhood, but there's a person that you're dealing with who I feel just drains your energy. It's just like, I can't really express what they're giving me, but it's like going down a plug, right? It's like this person just, like, you know, the battery on your phone, it's just like this person goes and even thinking about this person just makes you feel exhausted. So I don't know if you're dealing with somebody like this or it's a health thing for you, but I'm just getting this like exhausted energy for Capricorns. But also it's kind of coming through as a double energy, because I'm also getting this feeling of you being very protective of somebody. Again, could be something to do with children. Or, yeah, it's like as I was in this energy, I was thinking back to a Libra reading that I had. It wasn't the last one, it was the one before, where it was like I felt very comforted in the darkness. So it's like the Capricorn energy is coming through as both this feeling of being exhausted, but both as the energy that's protecting somebody who is almost going through this period of healing. So take it how it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. It's coming through both ways. I've got, you might be dealing with someone who's like an energy vampire. They were showing me Colin Robinson from What We Do in the Shadows, the TV series. He's an energy vampire. He's just like really boring. And people just like, their energy just zaps around this person. So yeah, you could be dealing with someone like that. Okay, so I've got a healthy diet. Like I had 2 biscuits before your reading, 2 cookies, and they were quite sugary cookies. But as soon as I had them, that's when I went into this energy. So I'm getting, somebody could have possibly like warning signs of diabetes. Be really, really careful about your health. It could just be that you have to kind of watch what you're eating a little bit. Again, I've got this sense of like preparing for something. So it's like maybe you need to, it's almost like you're storing your energy because you're preparing for something that you're going to do, possibly like when lockdown ends. It's like you're going to need the energy later, so you're doing this resting and healing now. So watch what you eat. Less sugar and less carbs is kind of the main thing that's coming through. More fresh fruit and vegetables, specifically green leafy vegetables. They kind of show me green leafy vegetables, and I've got my green tea, right? So again, green leaves, green tea. Now, green leafy vegetables are associated with iron as well. I do have an iron deficiency that crops up every now and again, so this could be what it is for you. It could just be your iron levels you need looking at. I'm getting that somebody may be shifting. I'm vegetarian, I don't eat red meat, so there could be something to do with somebody eating less red meat, again, possibly for health issues, but there's a knock-on effect of you needing more iron. So take anything that resonates there, but the general message is more fruit and veg, less sugar and carbs. They specifically were showing me asparagus. So it looked so good. I really like asparagus, and they're showing me this like very green, like cooked asparagus with like butter melting on it. It looks so good. And sometimes they kept on showing it me, and sometimes they show it me on an egg. So again, I think asparagus is associated with fertility somehow, and eggs obviously are symbolic of fertility. And I was showing this image as I was kind of in that resting. I was being shown this like this specific card where she's in a nest. I felt like I could see the nest around me. I felt like I was this girl in the nest. So yeah, so for some of you it's a health thing, like a general like health concern. Some of you it's just needing a bit more iron perhaps in your diet. For some of you there's some kind of concern about fertility. So take anything that resonates there, leave anything that doesn't. I really want asparagus now. I really want asparagus and orange juice. Like I'm craving it so badly. Yeah, preparing for something energetically. For some of you it's just like trying to rest, trying to heal, trying to get your like energy levels up because there's something that you have to do in the future. Now, the first song that randomized for you as I was preparing for your reading was Blink 182, What's My Age Again? Now, the funny thing is, as I pulled it up, I noticed it's the 28th today. Oh, happy birthday. I hope you all enjoyed your birthdays. Cappy season's over now, isn't it? We're going into Aquarius season. Yeah, what's my age again? It's the 28th today, and I had... the time was like 12:28, so I had 28 twice as I kind of like picked up my phone. So I don't know if somebody is 28. Obviously as well, Blink 182 is 28 backwards, like 182. 82 is 28. So there's something to do with these numbers possibly for you. It could be something to do with like looking back. If you know, maybe looking back or looking forward, you know, it depends on your age, but maybe thinking, what was my life like when I was 28, or what will my life be like when I'm 28? Maybe it's like, you know, a 10-year plan, something like this. You know, maybe looking back at your 10-year plan and seeing, have I achieved everything I wanted to achieve by this age? Have my goals changed? But it made me laugh, Blink 182, What's My Age Again? Because it's, I always say Capricorns and Pisces are like, as they get older, they kind of get younger. They get more playful and more childlike the older they get. So they're kind of like, I'm going to say it, forever young. I did make a note of that song as well. So maybe not feeling your age, maybe feeling kind of Capricorns when they're young, they feel a lot older. They're kind of like the serious child sometimes. And then they kind of like age down. Sort of like, is it Benjamin Button? Is that who it is? So there's something there with that. Also, it made me laugh because they're kind of running naked up the road in that video, and I play The Sims, and one of my Sims was running naked up the road yesterday in my game. So there could be something to do with that. Perhaps you have a history of taking off your clothes and streaking. That's another song, isn't it? I've got a history of taking off my shirt. Nightmare. I had 2 nightmares last night. One was, now these people weren't me, but it was like 2 people, and they were kind of doing something over the internet, like a Zoom call or something like this. But the woman was in the foreground, and she was kind of like leading this call. But the man was hiding behind her. He was like, he was kind of doing what I used to do when people used to take pictures, where, like, say this is like the pretty person, I'd kind of like hide myself behind them, like slowly as the picture was being taken. So the guy was kind of like hiding behind the woman. So I don't know if there's something there. Again, I've got the King and Queen of Pentacles out. It's like masculine energy hiding behind feminine energy, or so maybe you I can't say anything more than that. I could theorize on what that means, but I don't know what it means. The woman felt quite like she was in charge, and the man felt quite insecure, so I don't know if there's anything there for anyone. The second nightmare that I had was I got back from being somewhere. There was a lot of people around. I was actually in the pub that I grew up in, so there was a lot of people around. But I was my age, and I was saying, where are my children? where are the children? And they were like, oh, I don't know. Maybe this person knows. And I was like, where are my children? And they were like, oh, I don't. They've gone to someone's house. I can't remember whose house. And I was like, well, who knows where my children are? Like, I want my children. Give me my children now. So again, they've got this thing about children, maybe concerns about children. Maybe you have to travel for work. You're worried about putting the responsibility for your children in someone else's hands. I did get through the song The Kids Are Alright by Robbie Williams and Kylie Minogue the other day, so I feel like that was reassuring. The kids are going to be alright. I saw Peter Pan and Tinkerbell, and Tinkerbell, it was the scene where he puts her in the lamp and she's kind of behind glass and she's beating to get out. Again, this idea of being like eternally young is coming through. The next song that randomized for you was Be Here Now by LaMontagne. Ray LaMontagne. I can't pronounce it. Don't let your mind get weary and confused. Don't let your heart get heavy. There's a strength that lies in the child inside you. Don't let your soul get lonely, child. It's only time, it will go by. So yeah, this sense of like waiting for something, being quite impatient maybe. It's only time, it will pass. If you've been hurt by something, it will pass in time, it will get better in time. So this energy of like taking a time out to heal is coming through quite strongly. Again, could be something from childhood. But yeah, they're saying child repeatedly in that song again. So some definitely strong children theme here. There's a strength that lies in the child inside you, Capricorn. So don't ever be ashamed of, like, you know, if people are like, what's your age again? Act your age. Don't ever be ashamed of that child inside you. Let it shine. Let your playful side shine. I feel like, who wants to be boring and serious all the time? Who wants to be a Colin Robinson, an energy vampire? Like, people would rather be around someone who's playful and fun. So don't ever be ashamed of that side of yourself. Let it shine. Look at me. Let it shine by Take That Now. I'm going to write those songs down. I'm trying to think what that other song is, where it says, I've got a history of taking off my shirt. I can't get any more of the song from that, but I know it's kind of, I think it's from the era of Blink 182. It might even be one of their songs. I've got a history of taking off my shirt. It's been 1 week. It's Bare Naked Ladies, right? I've got it. I'm happy I've got it. It was bothering me. So what else do you have? Yeah, Forever Young. That's not on my playlist, but I feel like it would have come on if it was. The message I'm getting, Capricorn, is prepare for what's to come, but don't worry about it, right? Prepare and release. Do what you can and release to the universe. Like, there's no point worrying. That's just going to keep you in this depletive energy. So it's almost like the message that came through for Sagittarius, where it's like, live moment to moment, be happy, enjoy the moment, be here now, right? Now just, yeah, let's randomize you a song on camera. Just deciding now what to do next. Pulling up Spotify. Interestingly, again, the name Ray, you've got Ray of Light came through for Sagittarius yesterday, and you've got a song there by Ray LaMontagne. So the name Ray, I feel, is showing itself for me today. Right, let's go. So a song for Capricorn, please. Please?
This is real.
Over it. Shush. Shush. Okay, just listening to that song off camera there. You could be dealing with someone again. Like it feels like someone who's just. She uses the term over dramatic in that song. It's like I'm already over it. Like it's like nothing's gonna ruffle Capricorn's feathers. Like you don't want to deal with this person anymore. They're over dramatic. They're kind of like a drama queen. It's easy, yeah. I'm just getting the song. It's easier to forget. It's easier to forget. Escapism. Perhaps you actually need to deal with something though. You need to do that healing work, that Four of Swords energy. About the situation. So it's almost like it's brilliant to release and to not waste time worrying about something, but you do have to sometimes deal with the emotions surrounding it. So taking a bit of a time out to work through your actual emotions about a situation, and then getting over it. I'm already over it. It's that song. So maybe that's going to be like your little anthem for the next couple of weeks. I'm already over it. Like I'm hearing no skin off my back. So I don't know if that's relevant to anybody. As I was putting the card away as well, came out, the world popped out. Now the world keeps showing itself to me. It's Sagittarian energy, so you could be Sagittarius Capricorn cusp. Or it's just this feeling of like everybody being stuck in lockdown, learning those big major life lessons of Capricorn, having Saturn in your sign. Saturn has moved out now into Aquarius, so it's almost like the people who've done that soul work, they've done that lesson learning process. They've had that tough love kind of experience. The ones that have learned from it and grown are now ready to be released into the world and to start new cycles and to do new things and learn new lessons. So the world is coming out very, very often in my readings at the moment. I'm seeing a lot of crows there. Yeah, definitely somebody could be maybe having a lot of anxiety, nightmares possibly about it. It's the message that was kind of coming through that, especially with my nightmares that I had last night, was almost like it's just your anxieties your subconscious working through your anxieties while you sleep. So don't read too much into it if you are having bad dreams. It's not necessarily a vision of what's to come. Sometimes it's just your body working through those anxieties. So that's a message for someone there. Now the other thing is, Capricorn, you're always so bossy with my cards. You're determined to use this pack, so I'm going to use this for your advice at the end of the reading. I think they were wanting me to switch out one of these decks, but I'm being quite firm with those. So yeah, advice card at the end of the reading from that. And then I don't know what I'm going to use for your actual tarot cards. I could use this deck, which is one I used last time for you. I'm also being drawn to this deck. I've been picking it up quite a bit this morning already. I think it's the vampire and this girl who's exhausted, and then also the Tarot Illuminati as well, with this kind of like Queen Elizabeth character. So I don't know which one I'm going to end up using when we get to the cards, but for now let's just say it's going to be this deck. So quick shuffle there, split the deck, and then we're ready to go. So I'm going to pull some cards to kind of get an overview of what's going on for you, and then we're going to do a bit of a timeline of some kind of journey that you're on. So let's go to this first. My energy feels like it's coming back now. Earth, again, I keep getting that somebody, like, something about green, and again, like, look at all the fruit and veg right on a hat there, all those apples as well. Home, yeah, that it's like nesting again, that kind of feeling of kind of like that Queen of Pentacles energy, kind of like nesting, getting your home really nice. I think I was watching I think she's called Secret of the Shaman Oracle, and I think she was going on about this Queen of Pentacles energy. It could have been for a Capricorn reading, and kind of like looking after house and home. So somebody could really be doing that, feeling quite at peace at home, feeling like your home is your nest, it's a protective place, perhaps also wanting to pull in other people and protect them. It's like wanting to pull other people into your nest and protect them, wanting to nurture other people. Strong Queen of Pentacles energy here. I'm going to take all of these. I don't normally do this, but Capricorn, you like to have your own way with the cards. Darkness, moon, and that's what I was saying. Exactly, that is exactly what I was saying. I don't believe this. So I was saying that feeling of like when I was in the nest, and especially when I had that Libra reading as well, it was like almost like the darkness was protective. Could it also be dealing with like a Scorpio? It's quite Scorpionic energy. Pluto. It's almost like the Capricorn energy is coming through as being like I'm stable. I can nurture you. Maybe you're just wanting to like love and protect people around you. Perhaps you've got a family member who's ill and you want them to come to you so that you can kind of embrace them and protect them. It's like I've got love to give here. I can nurture you. I can prepare your meals. I can keep you safe and warm and comfortable. Yeah, Capricorn energy is like this protective in the darkness energy, and then you literally have darkness and moon. And look how they've both got their arms crossed. So there is this like protecting of the heart, protecting of the heart space. But I feel like for some of you, this is a need for you to do this. You're almost like wrapping your arms around yourself and giving yourself a big hug, feeling very safe in the place that you call home. But it's also kind of defensive, right? You're defending against things that would attack that emotional space. But also I'm sort of feeling like it's almost like you wanting to protect somebody else's heart. So take anything that resonates there, leave anything that doesn't. We've got progression as well. We've got 1 and 5 makes 6, and then we've got 7. So, and then we've got the equator to make equal. I'm hearing the great equalizer. Now I don't quite know what that term is. I know it's something, the great equalizer. It's like you want to make things right. We've got 6, 7, 5. It's like you want to make things right in a situation, Capricorn, or noticing that these 3 of these ladies have like darker skin tones, so there could be something here to do with like racial issues. And then there's this kind of almost like statuesque figure here. It's like she's almost like Pygmalion statue. Cat's making weird noises, but I can hear my daughter talking to her, so I'm sure it's fine. She's very, my daughter's very nurturing, all the way with the cat. It's like creating a whole new world, right? Like you've got a vision. Look, she's playing with her ear as well. Like she's playing with her ear. It's like she's whispering in her ear. She looks a bit sneaky though. And then she's frozen. It's like excuse me a second. Okay, so just chatting to my daughter to make sure everybody's okay. Sorry, I was just thinking it's like Capricorn has a job to do and they started playing, this looks like a job for me, so everybody, because we all need a little controversy and it feels so empty without me. It's like you've got a job to do and your job is to make things right, to make things equal, to make things fair, to protect those who not in kind of like a gross colonial way where it's like, oh, the white people have to protect the black people or anything like that. It's like I mean, it doesn't have to be racial issues, it could be anything. It's like there's been an unfairness and it's Capricorn's job to not to come in and save the day like a superhero. I mean, maybe, but it's more like to come in and correct something that wasn't right and wasn't fair. It's like the great equalizer. It's like sorry, my hands are farting again. I did that yesterday. Sagittarius is reading. Yeah, like I said though, you know, it's like she's crossing her arms over her own chest, but here she's got her arm crossed over this chest. So it's kind of protecting the emotions of somebody who can't move for themselves. I can't get any more than that, but we'll pull more cards and we'll get more information. I'm sure they'll tell us what they mean. It's like going back to correct. It's going back because you've got, what is it, 6, 7, 5? Is that right? 6, 7, 5. So it's like taking 2 steps back to correct something. It could have even been your mistake. You could be a little bit defensive over it. You made the wrong choice. You made a mistake. It wasn't fair. So you're going back to fix your own mistake. Okay. Here we go. Wasp spirits. Sometimes life's... Oh, you've got a few again. Okay, I'm going to take wasp spirit, but we've also got parrot spirit. Watch your words. So it could be something you said in the past. You said something spiteful in the past. You said something that stung someone. So yeah, and then cow spirit, the miracles are endless, with this kind of like abundance here as well, this kind of like earthly abundance. You've got almost like sunflowers that symbolize loyalty, and grapes there, flowers. It's like very abundant. So I'm going to put the cow spirit and the parrot spirit away, but wasp spirit, watch your words. Sometimes life stings. I feel like maybe you've had a bit of a dose of karma, Capricorn. 10, 9. Again, you've got like descending numbers, 10, 9. It's like you've had a taste of your own medicine in some sort of way. What is the cat being so fussy for? Come on then, you. What do you want?
I think she wants food.
I'm sorry for all the interruptions. It could just be that you have your own children and they're interrupting you quite a lot at the moment. So I don't know if this is somebody who, it's like almost like you've said something and you've had a dose of your own medicine, and now you understand the perspective from the other side. So I'm going to read that one right now and find out more about why that's here. 64. When I'm 64, when I get older, losing my hair, many years from now, will you still be sending me a Valentine, birthday greetings, bottle of wine? Sometimes life stings. Not all that spirit creates in nature is easy to love. But when we look through the eyes of wasp spirits, we recognize that even though sometimes life stings, there is a purpose for pain, just as there is a purpose for wasps in the natural world. Wasps keep insect populations down, supporting the growth of plants. So too, the sting of life may hurt you, and you may feel deeply disappointed or even resentful that wasp spirit has shown up. Wasp spirit is hard to say. But you will soon come to see that spirit has something wonderful in store for you. You may well come to realise that being stung led to something far better than you have envisioned for yourself. Perhaps behind the scenes, wasp spirit was conspiring with spirit to ensure that you could grow something of value to you. Spirit has a plan, and wasp spirit plays a part. Have you ever looked back and been glad that your prayers weren't answered because the path that you took led to something far better? Wasp spirit is a reminder to reflect on those times, for today's sting may hurt, but something better awaits you. Also, just briefly, the protection message, which I think somebody might need to hear, is: are you holding on to anger, jealousy, or resentment because you got stung? Or have you just stung yourself by comparing yourself to others? There will always be someone who is more successful, happier, thinner, richer, etc. Jealousy is the false belief that you can't have what you want, or someone could take away something that was supposed to be yours. Let it go and release all those feelings that are making the sting hurt, long after the stinger has been removed. Wasp spirit has woken you up, and you are now called to trust that disappointment can lead you to a better and different path. Align with spirit now and trust that this too shall pass, and is already doing so, for the pain subsides when you stop telling the story of how much it hurt. Do we have a bit of a martyr thing here going on for you, Capricorn? It's like something stung you. I feel like it's something in the past that stung you. And it hurts when you think about it, and it gets you into that kind of very drained sort of Four of Swords energy. I was talking about the card that was here before with the nest, and it's like you were healing from some sort of heartbreak, some kind of pain, loss, disappointment, and that's why she's got her arms across herself. It's like protecting that heart space. So it feels like you've had something that stung you. Could have been a bit of karma, I'm sorry to say, Capricorn, that's what I'm picking up on. But it's taught you a big lesson. And it's got you into a place where you're supposed to be. And I feel like that place where you are now is somebody who's much stronger. You're now in that King and Queen of Pentacles energy, where it's like you've learned some kind of lesson. You've come out strong on the other side. There's still a little bit of healing, I think, like a bit of almost like spitefulness that you're hanging on to, maybe looking at the person who hurt you and thinking, I'm going to show them. I'm going to show them that I'm better than them. I'm going to show them. But it's what that's also doing is kind of like driving you to be a better person, to kind of, I'm hearing get your shit together. I'm sorry, Capricorn. It's driving you to kind of like come into a position where you're very, very strong and stable and independent. And you're not about that drama anymore. You're not about the drama. You're over it, right? Or at least you're telling yourself you're over it. So you're getting into this place where you're becoming much more stable, and it's actually creating this kind of nurturing energy within you where you want to look after other people who have also been in a similar situation. That's the kind of message that I'm getting through here. So let's get you, and it's 3:33 on the timestamp there as well, so repeating number threes could be, oh look, yeah, I'm going to take it, the King of Water. Yeah, so now you could be, this could be you, or it could be somebody that you're dealing with. And my cards are very messy up there. Now I'm just going to pull down the King and Queen of Pentacles, and specifically the King of Pentacles. So I feel for you there's been some sort of shift. You've shifted from somebody who, you know, these two energies together is like, this would be a very, very ideal partner. It's somebody who would be very nurturing, very protective in the best way, supportive. They give really good advice. They're very, very stable. They have a real depth of love, but they don't overdo it. The King of Water knows just how much love to express, right? And he's kind of like, look, he's got his hand out there. He's kind of, even though that fish is so much smaller than him, it doesn't have as much power as him. He's being very nurturing with it. He's giving it his time, his attention. It's like nothing's too small to notice. Nobody's too small to notice. Capricorn, this is coming through as your energy, whether you identify as she, he, they. You know, if you have the Queen of Pentacles on the other side, this is you being very, very balanced, very stable, coming from a position where you're really good on your own, but you are in a strong position where you're able to give opportunities and love and support and nurturing to other people. So it's a very, very beautiful energy, and I do feel like it's your energy. It could be someone that you're dealing with. So take it as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But I feel like almost how I was saying in Sagittarius's reading yesterday, where they had the wounded warrior and it led them to be the emperor. It's like you can't be the emperor and the empress unless you've had those like really hard knocks in life that you've picked yourself back up from. You know, the more of a wounded warrior you are, the more times you've survived challenges, the better an emperor you'll be, or an empress you'll be, because you can see things, you can put yourself in other people's shoes, and you can see where things aren't equal, where things aren't right, and it can lead you to being much more sympathetic to other people, especially when people are coming to you in a much more vulnerable position. So you do just have to watch out for that wasp spirit, though. Like there's almost like a vengeful, I don't know if you've got Scorpio placement, or you could be dealing with a Scorpio, it might not even be your energy. It's almost like just watch out for any times where you get a bit petty, a bit jealous, a bit spiteful, a bit resentful. Just be careful of that energy, because I feel like that just generates more negative karma for you. You want to stay in this very strong, supportive, nurturing, loving, stable, gorgeous energy. Yeah, I feel like you've kind of survived something and you're coming out the other end really stable. But it's almost like, because you have that all those messages about like allowing that kind of childlike nature to show, just you don't always have to be the grown up in a situation. You don't always have to be the father, the mother, the boss. It's okay to kind of let your sweeter side show and to let that playful energy come out, because I feel like the playful energy is actually what's healing the kind of more painful things that are still lingering there for you. Right, which one do I want to use? I'm really drawn to the Haunted House Tarot, because I feel like there is definitely some kind of shadow energy. I want to use this one for you, but I feel like there is something there. There's some kind of shadow energy that we need to sort out. Just to kind of say, I keep getting the Eight of Cups and the Chariot card for you. The Chariot is Cancerian energy. You don't have to be dealing with a Cancer, but it's all about, the Eight of Cups is all about feeling something missing from a situation and moving on and going on a journey. And the Chariot card is about taking action, coming into balance, taking action, having some kind of success. So something could be relevant there for you. The two cards keep coming out together as I'm playing with this pack. So let's go for you then. We're going to have point A. We're going to have 9 cards leading to point B. It's some kind of cycle in your life, something you're learning, something you're dealing with. So I don't have a time limit for this. It could be weeks, months, years. But it's something that you're learning, some kind of process that you're going through. So let's go. It starts with, yeah, it's no surprise there. It starts with heartbreak, the Three of Swords, right? Something stung you. Something stung you in the past. It hurt. So what happened next, please? Oh my goodness, the Queen of Cups. You've got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So either something hurt you, life dealt you a blow, and it enabled you to be much more open and expressive and loving. I don't think that's your energy though. The reason why I don't think it's your energy is because I'm getting that you're protecting your heart space. Something hurt you and you closed off. You put your hands in front of your chest like a shield and you said, no, I'm not opening up my heart again. No way. Like, I'm not allowing myself to be vulnerable like that. But I feel like it almost made you into this kind of like Queen of Stone energy. It kind of made you put your walls up, that kind of like fortress kind of that needed defending. So you, yeah, it was really like, I don't need love. Sorry about my children being so noisy today. It's like, I don't need love. I'm going to focus on my money. I'm going to focus on my career. I'm going to focus on, yeah, building up my nest egg. Look, and he's got that fortress in the background there, right? So you went into kind of a very practical, I'm sorry, excuse me. Okay, so, yeah, you had this kind of like, he's actually in, you can see like kind of balustrade, is it called, behind him there almost. So it's like he's in the fortress. So he's going up the stairs again. Can I get a moment's peace? So what I'm feeling happened is you felt betrayed, you felt stung by somebody in some kind of situation, and there was another energy that kind of like saw you hurting, possibly intuitively, right? They knew that you were going through something, and this person came in like trying to offer you love, trying to support you, trying to nurture you. You can swap it around if you need to, but I'm seeing you with hands over your chest, defensive. So there's this love trying to come in for you, kind of unexpectedly as well. She's kind of like coming up out of that fountain. So, but she's coming in like this, like healing angel. Could be actually that you have somebody on the other side, a feminine energy on the other side who's seeing you hurting, and this energy is trying to come in and protect you, like wrap their arms around you, right? Wrap their wings around you. It's that what I was picking up on with that darkness, like that love in the darkness. I feel like you can feel it in the darkness, like when you're, when you wake up in the middle of the night, you can feel that energy around you, like keeping you safe in that nest, right? It's there. I've just gone very, very heady, very heady. So it's almost like wanting to stay in that energy, not wanting to get up. I saw the sun then, but we've got the moon. What, they're giving me something. I can see the moon, see the moon, see the moon when you're looking at the sun. Come on, baby, get to know you. It's Be the One by Dua Lipa. I feel like this is somebody coming to you like, I can be the one. But there's almost this kind of fear, this distrust coming in with it. It's like, all is not what it seems. I'm scared of getting hurt again. Like, it feels like it's fear of trusting this because you're still dealing with this sting. But then the moon also talks about using your intuition, and again the darkness, like the darkness, not being able to see something because it wasn't the sun. It looks like the sun. It feels like the sun. It feels warm. It feels like freedom. It feels like expansion and healing and confidence and freedom and all those beautiful things that the sun card represents. But it's in the darkness. You find it in the darkness. Yeah, look at that card. Like the sun's there, but she's in. Sorry, my video cut out. Your reading is a bit I'm getting stuff through intuitively. It's a little bit, and I feel like this is what you're doing. It's like something's going on with your intuition here. It's like knowing but not knowing, sensing but not seeing. She's going towards that. Is this you or is this someone else? She's going towards that castle. She's going towards the fortress. She's approaching you. Now, she, he, they, take it as it resonates. I'm getting another song. I'm not afraid anymore. What makes you sure you're all I need? Forget about it. When you walk out that door and leave me torn, you're teaching me. Forget about it. So I'm getting different things here through. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So for some of you, you've walked away from something. It's like somebody hurt you, somebody treated you badly, you walked away from it. It's like when you walk out the door, when you walk out the door and leave me torn, you're teaching me to deal to get along without you. It's like if a partner left, right, and all of a sudden you have to do everything on your own. Then they come back trying to offer you love. Could be dealing with a water sign here, possibly Pisces with these two cards. So I'm getting different messages. I'm getting different storylines. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So for some of you, it's like this person hurt you, then they tried to come back. But while they were gone, you learned how to be quite successful on your own. You kind of learned how to plan the meals. You learned how to run the household. You learned how to get your kids into the Google Classroom. You figured out that you can run the whole household. You can be like the father and the mother in this situation. Now, again, it could be a workplace, right? So take it as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. So for you, Capricorn, it's like you're teaching me to do without it. I don't need your love. Like, you hurt me. I picked myself up off the floor. I've got my shit together. They just keep telling me that. And like I'm running everything as the King and Queen of Pentacles here. I've got everything going, I'm, on my own. Why would I open up my heart to this when you could just put me back into this place? So that's why the moon's showing with the fears there. So I don't know if this is the same person returning or a different person trying to help you because they see you hurting. It could be both. So we have the moon card. What happens after the moon card, please? I'm going to have to write those songs down. Okay, so what happened next for Capricorn, please? What happened next for Capricorn? Next, you've got communication and action and a rebirth. Yeah, you could have gone back to this person. You could have gone back to the person who broke your heart. You could have let them back in. But I feel like defenses are up. For others of you, it feels like this is coming in towards you. So there was like action or communication taken towards you. Let's pull a card on that one. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. What does the Eight of Wands symbolize here in Capricorn's reading, please? Sorry, I don't know if something flipped then, no. Something was about to come out and I stopped. It's like there you are in the darkness. It's like communication in the darkness. Look at all these cards. Like light in the darkness, communication in the darkness. See there, you've got the moon and the moon. So you could definitely be dealing with a Pisces or have Pisces placements in your chart. So you're there in the darkness, in the unknown, right? At night, kind of trying to get to sleep, waking up in the middle of the night. And it's like somebody else across the water is firing communication at you. Like all these wands, they symbolize communication and action. So because it's at a distance, because it's across water and it's coming through at night, it's like you've got your back to it. Have you got your back to it? What's going on? I'm trying to decipher this reading. It's the moon card symbolizes secrets. So just heard your secrets are safe. Your secrets are safe with me. I feel like that's spirit not telling me something. They're making it difficult for me on purpose. So this communication coming in at night from somebody else, because there's 2 dogs on this card, right? Intuition. And then there's this rebirth. So this is the Judgment card, which talks about being almost like Phoenix energy, a rebirth, a death of something for it to be reborn. So sometimes it can symbolize a relationship that ended and that came back, you know, like there was new life breathed into it. But sometimes it can almost be like a complete change in your life path. So you thought you were on the right path, but you've kind of had a calling. I feel like a lot of intuition. You kind of knew something. It's like a new day is dawning. Look, so you were in this place that felt like a nightmare. You were in this place that felt like there was pain there. I heard suffering. I'm hearing The Walking Dead. Like almost like everybody around you is like a zombie in a situation. So you hear this call. It's like a call to action, a call to move into a new existence, a new life path, a new sense of identity, a new goal. I feel like it was kind of sparked by this communication. It could be you communicating and taking action towards I feel like it's between, it could be between a lot of people, right? Lots of people sending you messages. But I feel like it's coming from one person. I feel like it's this person trying to help. The story of this card, the girl on this card, the heroine is called Raven, the girl with the brown hair. The story that comes with this card is that she's rescuing a child from the graveyard. If she left her there, the zombies would get her. So she comes in to kind of rescue her. She's a heroine. She's giving that child a second chance at life. So this could be you going in, because it feels like with that, it could be, it really could. I don't know if this is you doing this or someone else doing this. Heartbreak, the need to go in and rescue someone and nurture them. I said I was going to pull a card, but I don't think I need to anymore. I think I got it. Right, okay, so what happens next, please? Yeah, the Tower moment. And there's the King of Pentacles. This rebirth, whatever this is for you, this sense of like, it's coming from you, I feel. It's like you've had this kind of, this is the realization here. The Tower moment is a realization. It can be drama, it can be conflict, it can be a light bulb moment going off in your head, it can be a painful realization, somebody pulling the rug out from under your feet. I almost feel like you're delivering this tower. It's like you had some kind of heartbreak, which felt like a call to action because you wanted to nurture and protect someone or something. You wanted to make something equal and fair. So you have this kind of like change in direction. This is like a change in direction. And I feel like you deliver this news to someone. You deliver, it's like communication comes in and back out again. You deal this blow to someone. I want more on the Tower moment, please. Tell me about the Tower moment. Why is the Tower moment here? Sorry, they're telling me to use the other deck. I'm being fussy. Really bossy Capricorns. I love you, Capricorns. Right, okay, Tower moment. Tell me what the Tower moment is. Strength. Oh my God. It's like, yeah, it's like, oh my God, do you know what I feel like with this? I feel like someone's held you down. You could be dealing with somebody who's really knocked your confidence. Somebody who's, I'm sorry to say it, a bitch, right? Somebody who's like broke your heart. Somebody who is, puts you down, who holds you back, who, the words sting you. I feel like somebody stung you with the words. And then it's like life dealt you a blow and you changed direction, and then had this, you're rebuilding the strength and confidence to deliver this tower moment. You're delivering the tower moment. But if you look here, I love this card. It's because of this love. Now, I don't know if this is like love of like somebody who's passed over. But you see she's got that blue dress on. So somebody is giving you the strength and the confidence. Could be a Leo. Look at that. Like, that. If somebody's giving you unconditional love. This Queen of Cups, she's giving you unconditional love. And the unconditional love is giving you the strength to be that phoenix coming out of the fire, to rescue others along the way, or do something for others, and deliver a tower moment. But then it comes to this King of Pentacles energy. Now this always makes me think of Lord of the Rings. You know, the cave full of treasure, and that king who kind of got quite greedy. Again, I do feel like with that Billie Eilish song and with the King and Queen of Pentacles, it's almost like you gave up on love, or you gave up on something that was in your heart space, and you almost closed down, right, because you were protecting that heart space. So what's going on? No, I need a clarifier. So why is the King of Pentacles here? This is your energy. Eight of Cups, walking away. I told you I keep seeing that Eight of Cups. Something's missing. So realizing that something's missing. It's like looking at it. Oh, right, I've got it with that one card. Yeah, Eight of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. This guy has the Ten of Pentacles. He's got everything he could possibly need. Like, he is rich. He's got I mean, you might not be rich, but it's like you've accumulated a lot of stuff, right? You've got a lot of stuff. You've got wealth in material possessions almost. Six of Pentacles. This is division of the assets. So you could be looking at someone else who's very rich and kind of almost doing a Robin Hood thing where it's like, no, I want to divide the assets. I want the situation to be equal. You want to share it. Sorry, I'm getting excited. You want to share. You want to invite somebody in. Like I was saying at that beginning of the reading, it's like something happened. You built up your career, your financial situation, got very, very stable, but it's like there was something missing. You were looking at this Ten of Pentacles thinking there's something missing, because I want the family. I want the family to share this with me, because he's on his own, right? But then he's like looking at this family. So wanting to share what you have with other people, wanting to nurture other people. But there's this sense again of like, this almost like crying over spilt milk energy. When the universe is trying to bring you a divine gift, they're trying to bring you somebody who can share that with you. Okay. So realizing, looking at all that stuff and thinking, well, what good is it all? What good is it all if I don't have anyone to share it with? And wanting to nurture, and it's almost like wanting to provide a safe place, wanting to bring people into your nest. Like I was saying, maybe it's like family members who are ill, and you want to kind of nurture them. It's like you've got love to give. You've got love to give, Capricorn. But you're still hanging on to this wasp. It's like there's a wasp in your heart. It's you've been stung. And so you've got this real fear of being taken advantage of, I feel. As I say that, just showing me the Page of Swords. So spying, this feeling of like spying or gathering information. You were trying to give me something that I didn't quite get it. Okay, I'm going to say what I'm getting. Was there something that happened with social media where you were tricked on social media, where perhaps you gave information out thinking somebody was somebody and they weren't? They were like a false account? Or was your social media hacked? Right, what happened after the King of Pentacles then? What comes next? I've got 2 spaces left, please, for the end of this story. protecting the heart space, right? Okay, there's the moon again, using your intuition, cross swords, protecting that heart space, right? Come on, Capricorn. How does this end? How does this end for Capricorn, please? It's very secretive. They're spying. This is not the end I wanted for you. Right, I don't know if any of you watch Lord of the Rings with that king who like was obsessed with his gold. I feel like there's a bit of a warning here where it's like, is that all you want? Is that all you want? Are you quite happy there? With all your stuff? Never letting anyone into that heart space? And then why is this reading, Capricorn? Why does it end with the Page of Swords? Ten of Wands and the Star. You have to let go. You have to let go of your burdens, Capricorn, in order to get the wish fulfillment and the healing. It's almost like I'm picking up on a bit of martyr energy, where it's like, oh, I'm made to suffer. Life is pain. And maybe you're saying, no, that's not me. Maybe that's not me. But I feel like that wasp is still in there, stinging inside that rib cage of yours, where it's almost like stopping you from having you happily ever after. Like the star card is everything you could ever want. It's success, like real success, right? Not just material success, real success. Fame, fortune, healing, wishes coming true. But there's something with these burdens where you need to end some sort of cycle. You need to make it to your fortress and drop those burdens. Page of Swords. Are you being watched? Are you being watched? Because the Star card talks about being in the spotlight. So you're burdened because you're in the spotlight. You're burdened by somebody. It's like somebody spying on you, somebody watching your every move. And you're burdened by that. But you have to drop the burdens in order to have your wish fulfillment. I hope that makes sense to you, because that is, I'm hand farted again, because that's, it's a difficult reading, Capricorn, because I actually feel like Capricorns have been doing really, really well recently. Like my Capricorn friends, I feel like they've got the mojo back, you know, things have started moving for them. But it's like, I don't know, Capricorn, I don't want to give you like bad advice. I genuinely want you to be happy and make decisions that are for your best, you know, your highest good. So what's going on? Right, go on then. You wanted me to use this pack. What's the best advice for Capricorn today? Thank you. What's on the underlying? Why? 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 I feel like this is what you're doing there. You're looking back at the past and whatever, this thing that stung you, this heartbreak, going, why? Why did that happen? And you might not ever get the answer. Go the distance. Go the distance. Okay. Life stings everybody, Capricorn. Life stings everybody, and it's not the sting that's important. It's what you do with it. Do you take it as a lesson in order to pick yourself up and move and become a better person, or do you let that sting poison you forever and just lie down and never open up again? Like, that's really sad. That's really sad. It is. I don't know what's going on with this, like, watching energy. Right, okay. Essential meanings: endurance, strength, the long haul. Maybe you're playing the long game here, I don't know. To bring your dream to life, you must think long term and pay no attention to the fluctuations in the current of your experience. Joy and disappointment commingle with opportunities, so there's no need to fear the occasional obstacle. Life is not a sprint. This card is a reminder that you have endurance, strength and fortitude to carry you all the way. Remain true to yourself. Your authenticity alone will keep you in alignment with the energy of miracles. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Remember that. Relationship message. You are either in or are calling in a harmonious relationship that can stand the test of time, for better or worse. As you ride the ups and downs and even strain and break yourself, you are remade in new growth. You are being redeemed by the power of regeneration. There, look at that right in the centre of your reading, regeneration. Harmony does not mean there will never be a wrong note played, but that the relationship is marked by endurance and dedication to overall unity. It's like this person is very stubbornly loving you. A new song can be written. It's like you're both stubborn. A new song can be written, an instrument can be tuned, and the symphony of love will play on. Listen with your heart, isn't it magnificent? Give me a song. I'm only getting the end of it. It's like our love song. Our love song. What is it? I don't know. I'll look it up. Prosperity message. Your most precious dreams are not about instant gratification, but enduring prosperity. This is a time to think long term and engage in continued action. You will experience momentum building as you translate the ebb and flow into slow and steady movement forward. Your effort, ideas, and hard work now lead to greater riches than you can imagine. Stroke the fire so that an uninterrupted stream of energy is available to support you in all the phases of manifestation. Be assured that you are in the right place right now. I'm sorry, I'm getting something. Okay, what I'm getting is... Okay, I get it. Because you've got this connection. This person knows what you're doing. Now, even though this is female and this is male, you can switch it if you want to, but don't worry about the gender of the cards. It's the energy of the cards. This is Capricorn energy. So somebody knows what you're doing. It could be spirit. It could be a spirit guide here giving you strength, right? You've got some kind of mission that you're on. This is saying go the distance, but it involves money or career or like some kind of mission. So at the moment, it's like you're under scrutiny. You're being watched. It could be that you want to go for a promotion, so you're under scrutiny, you're in the spotlight. So it's almost like this person knows and they're supporting you. And they're like, go for it, do it. Go and do it, Capricorn, you've got this. So even though you're burdened by having to close your heart space right now, you know that this energy is still behind you, and it could be somebody on the other side. So take that as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. That kind of made sense suddenly. All right, Capricorn, best of luck with that. I truly, Cappy, want you to be happy. So take that, run with it. Go and do whatever this is, because you're on a mission. And I can see that you're being watched. Your secrets are safe. They're not even telling me. They're not even telling me here. They're like, haha, moon card. I don't know what you're doing, but you've got a plan. This looks like a job for Cappy. All right, do take care. Leave me a like if you like, subscribe, all that kabiz and kabaz. And best of luck and take care. Bye-bye, Cappy. She's back again, as if I can never close out a reading properly. Just about to start tidying up the cards, and I played another song. I always get a few extra songs as I tidy up. And you got another Blink 182 song. Again, 182, 82, 28. These numbers seem to be really relevant for some reason. But what I kind of got was like, you know, when people do a 180, and this is what I was picking up here with this card, you know, it's like half a circle, like people change direction suddenly. It's like what I'm getting is like you've done some kind of 180, but you've done a slight course correction. So you're not going back along the path that you were on exactly. It's like turning around, going back the way you came, but there's a slight course correction. It's almost like almost like butterfly effect. Like I was saying up here, it's like correcting some mistake of the past. 180, course correction. Paying attention to the small things, the small details. Okay, I'm going to tidy up. Take care. Bye-bye. Why do I bother closing out a reading at this point? Just nearly done tidying up. Indestructible is playing by Alicia Zatic. And the joy card keeps showing itself to me. Joy and music. So there could be something to do with music, which I think came through with that last advice card as well. And then, so it kept showing itself to me as I was just about to finish and put the cards away. The earth card was at the bottom of the deck with home, earth, and then the joy card flipped out again. So I don't know what that is for somebody, but it wanted to make itself known there. All right, bye again.